perfect vibe.
So as you can see, we're making really good progress on our 1969 Fender Mustang. We've got the motor, drivetrain, everything out of the car, pretty much gutted it all the way down to the bones. We've just got a few more parts that we need to get off the car before we get it outside, power wash it, undercoat it, and then finally get it to Tony for some paint and body. So here we go.
All right, Jason, so what do we have?
Hey, take a look at this. Our rendering just got here from Brockmeyer Designs, and I think he nailed it. This is exactly what we wanted to do with this car. So Blueprint Engines is gonna send us a 347 cubic motor to go in the car. Then we've got Willwood brakes all the way around, Ride Tech suspension. So you've still got the classic look on the outside, but you're gonna have all the drivability and power of something more modern.
Coilovers?
All the way,
all the
yeah,
way around.
static, all the way, no bags, nothing like that, but still a low stance. I don't know if we'll get as low as this picture, but it'll still be a really aggressive look to the car. Because you're gonna have the Boss 9 scoop added, and then you got the front spoiler, so you've just got that look, and it's blacked out pretty much the entire way, minus the few chrome and stainless appointments on the car.
It's pretty.
Yeah, it's, Ron also kind of sent me over an idea of what he thinks the guitar is going to look like. I think this is going to be a really
I see
good
they
combo.
incorporate it in the rendering,
Yeah,
so I see
yeah.
where he's going.
Yeah, also Speedway Motors has thrown in a lot. They got us a rear end, they got us a lot of other parts for this car. So everybody's coming together, getting us everything we need for this. So it's going to be a really interesting project.
Well, I love the rendering. The main thing I see is tying the Barrett-Jackson brand as we kick off our celebration over the next year of our 50 years. Fender, 75 years, the Strat with its history, and making the car and the guitar go together. All you need to do now is make that rendering come to life, and we bring it to the next auction in Scottsdale.
Well, I agree, and that is exactly what we're going to do, because this is a huge deal for all of us too, to work with Fender to make this happen. But I'll tell you, I got a lot of work to do.
Carry on.
So we've got our 69 Mustang over here to do a little bit of power washing. The car is a really good car. This is a perfect candidate for a resto mod because it's not a super desirable Mustang other than the fact it's a 69, but it's got really good sheet metal, a good solid car to start with, and everything we're taking out of it was the worst part of the car, so that makes it exactly what we need for this project. So we'll get all the grease and dirt off this thing, tear off the suspension, if I can get Tony to do some work, and get it back over and really get to work on it. Well, now that we got the Mustang back from power washing, it comes to a crucial time where we get the suspension off. We've got to prep the floor completely and get a nice even undercoat on the floor because we want a solid car top to bottom. We don't just want to put a pretty paint job on it and throw a few flashy things on it. We want a solid car that somebody can really enjoy and be worth something in the future.
Yeah.
And our biggest problem right now is we got a great car, we just don't have near enough time as what we need, as always, it seems like.
Right.
So the main thing for us is to get the car where we need it by tomorrow, and that will take us getting the suspension completely off the car, completely undercoating on a body dolly, and out to the body shop. Sounds easy,
It always sounds easy.
but it never is.
Yeah, well, you need to hurry up and get to work.
I know, I've been telling you that all day. I really don't think that's gonna come out that easy.
So granted, everybody knows I don't like working on Mustangs, so I picked the easiest job. Well, I thought was going to be the easiest job, taking out the leaf springs in the rear end, but go figure. Everything was going smooth. Now the leaf spring doesn't want to come out. I get stuck with it. I don't know what I'm going to do. I should have taken a ride with Ron to go help him with that guitar. Wonder how that's coming.
Hey, Tony. Tony!
Yo.
Hey, got you the torch?
Sweet.
I know how you like torches.
Torch it is.
So as you can see, we've got ourselves a temporary paint booth right here in the shop to do our undercoating. And the reason for that is we have no suspension on the car. So the floor is covered in plastic. The lift arms are completely wrapped up. The entire car is encapsulated because we don't want any overspray on the car itself. Now, you're gonna need a paint suit because it's gonna get really dirty, and you're gonna need a respirator because you don't wanna be breathing any of this. Key for us, get it done tonight so we can get it out to paint tomorrow and keep this project moving. Well, we're finally done with the undercoating, and it serves two purposes for us. One, it makes the car look really nice, and two, it deadens the sound somewhat. So now at this point, onto a body dolly, out to the body shop to assess the exterior paint, what we're gonna do there, and paint the engine bay. A lot of work to be done.